Hello people, we are back in Flight Sim X with our, let me just unpause it, our Beechcraft Baron 58 sitting in some pretty nasty weather on the runway at Doncaster Sheffield Airport EGCN. We'll look on the map. The plan is to take off and fly pretty much north to UK11, which is Rufforth. So here to here, gonna make for a pretty interesting landing, I imagine. So let's go. Power forward, both RPMs are rising equally. Release the brakes as we've done. Ooh, one notch flaps. The wind is already getting hold of us. Having to fight the aircraft on the road up. Okay, let's get her up. Okay, we're airborne. Bring the gear up. Positive rate. Wow, already we're... Ooh, this is not good. You see how we're pretty much flying across the wind rather than flying in a straight, rather than having our nose pointing straight forwards in the direction we're going. It's pointed slightly across to try and counteract the wind. Don't think it's working all too well. So there is a bit of a story behind this. I already tried to record this video and a few others once, but perhaps for reasons known only to itself, flaps up, decided not to record my microphone. So I have hopefully fixed that for this video, and we're going to try again. There was going to be a couple more episodes of DayZ coming out. They suffered the microphone fate as well, but I don't think I'm going to re-record them anyway because they're getting a bit dull. There's no zombies and no enemy players around, so I'm not going to bother with them, I don't think. I'm hoping we can climb above this cloud level, or above this wind and turbulence at least. But it does not seem to be cooperating. Let's see how far we've travelled. Wow, not very far. You can still see the pappies on our end. You can see how our vertical speed's bouncing around a lot because of turbulence and thermals and such. I'm just trying to back off the power a little bit so we don't overstress the engines. Let's just see how we've done on the map. So we're actually flying pretty much the right way, and it doesn't look like we've been too significantly pushed off by the wind. You can see we were somewhat there, but I think now we've got speed up, we're okay. And now we've got some altitude, we're getting above all the ground effect and such. And it's getting somewhat calmer. Whoa, we are drifting slightly off to the left, but that's okay. Easy fix. Does look a nice aircraft. Woo, that's not good. We should totally be inside watching our gauges and such. Now, I don't think this cabin's pressurised, which means theoretically we shouldn't go above 10,000 feet. Not that Flight Simulator actually models that, but I'm not going to go above 10,000 just to stick to the kind of realism aspect of things. Can we still see? No, we can't see Doncaster back there anymore. Oh, we've gone left quite a bit. I'm bringing it back right. You can get quite disorientated in these clouds because now we're banked over to the right by sort of 10-15 degrees, but it looks like we're flying straight and level. Now we're straight and level, but there looks no difference from previously. Easy to get disorientated. So last time I recorded this, I managed the landing, but because of the weather it was really not a good landing. We very nearly went off the side of the runway and bounced it a few times, so I'm going to see if I can do any better this time. Check the map again. Okay, we are slightly far right now. Bring it back left just a little. Keep it. There we go, that'll be enough I would think. No, don't descend too much. So Rufforth is it's not a particularly long runway, but it is tarmac. Not tarmac, sorry, asphalt. So at least there's something there. However, if I remember rightly, it doesn't have pappies on it, so it's going to be quite difficult to spot in this weather. You notice visibility is not great. I believe this visibility is quoted at about 5 miles when I set the weather up. Where are we? Come left too much. Gonna take it back onto the northerly heading. No, I'm gonna stick just before our northerly. At this point I'm flying completely on gauges, which is something I don't usually do. So it's entirely possible this will not go well. By the way, I have set the realism settings up as high as they will go now. So if I make a mess of this, we'll all know about it and get to laugh when it says I've crashed. Because as we all know, I'm not the world's greatest pilot. What are those gauges? RPMs. Okay, I see. We've got RPM, fuel flow, EGTs, and okay. We've come left again. See that? Let's see where we are on the map. Okay, I'm letting us descend just a little bit now. Oops, sorry, I just bumped the microphone. Don't know if you'll have heard that, but and descending will give us a bit more speed as well, meaning we'll get there quicker, which is what we want, because obviously we all want to see me crash. And that's more likely going to happen when we hit the runway. What's that out there? That's an air base. We're turning left again. I'm going to see what that place is. Oh, that'll be... It's either going to be this one here, Leeds Brad, or more likely Church Fenton. I hope that light, yeah, that light is Church Fenton. That's good, that means we're in the right place. I'm going to start descending now as we pass Church Fenton. Or I believe it's now called Leeds East. I believe, I don't think it is Church Fenton anymore. Ooh, losing altitude in this is actually pretty difficult when you don't have a reference, or when you're trying to look outside and you don't really have a reference point out there of aircraft's attitude. Okay, I'm gonna ease up on the descent right now. Okay. Yeah, definitely Church Fenton. Now we could use that as a diversion field. We could go there instead of Rufforth. It's probably easier to land there, but I'm not going to do that. If it all goes wrong and we can't land at Rufforth after an attempt or two, then I might come back to Church Fenton, but I'm pretty adamant we're going in for Rufforth. I've just put one notch of flaps down to give us a bit of drag. Now here's the problem we're going to have. I know I'm heading roughly for Rufforth, but we're going to struggle to see the runway to line up on it until the last minute or two. So I'm just trying to get as slow and low as we come in, so I can just focus on getting lined up. Okay, so it should be pretty much straight in front of us. I have noticed the external view does make it easier to see things. There it is. Whoops. So we're now at full flap. Can't see it in turn. Yeah, there on the nose. Okay, let's bring the gear down. As you can see, we're getting buffeted a lot. This is going to make landing difficult. You see it just there. Let's reduce speed. What, gear up? What? Gear should be coming down. There we go. Good job there's that gear up warning there when you throttle all the way back. Otherwise that could have been embarrassing. Okay, we're diving too quickly now. Let's just keep a little bit of altitude and lose a bit of speed. Ooh, this is getting tricky. Now I think if we were doing this for real, you would not land in this weather, or you would probably not even take off in this weather for safety reasons and such. However, I am going to attempt it because this is a simulator and not real life. Would be nice to have a reference point for wind direction, but this will have to do. Come on, bring it across, bring it across. Ooh, we've lost a lot of speed there, and let's bring it in line with the runway. Ooh, so the wind is coming, it's pretty much a crosswind from our left, because you saw it, at that last second it floated across to the right, so wind's going roughly left to right on us, but we made it and we're down. That was a pretty good landing, actually probably better than when I attempted that earlier. So just going to shut engines down. And fuel pumps off so we don't flood the engine. Lights, turning all lights off. Is there some still on under there? Yes. They're all off. Parking brake is on. Now normally you'd make sure you park into the wind, which I haven't done, but AV Master off. Yeah, that is AV Master, and battery off. There we go. Thank you for watching, and see you in the next video. Bye bye.